One. Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Brought to you by Central Bank of the Ozarks, No Propane Shelter Insurance, the Bank of Billings, the Missouri State Highway Patrol, Labor's Local 663, and Great Southern Banking. As always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Shelter Insurance remind us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. Going back down to West Plains and the head Zizzers football coach, Matt Perkins, 8-1 on the season. You got a bye this week coming up in week 10. You get a kind of a revenge win a little bit last week over Bolivar. You know, they defeated you last year, but no doubt you left no doubt this past Friday. Talk about that game.
Yeah, I was proud of our performance. Thought got the ball to start the game, didn't score, do anything with it. Defense came out and gave us the ball back pretty quick, and then offensively after that, we pretty well handled business. Thought Dagan Kinslow played fantastic football. Connor Lair, I think, had 6 touches for 3 touchdowns. Heston Miller had a good night. I mean, really spread the ball around really well. And, Josh Leeser had a couple scores. And then defensively, really good effort. I think we held them to negative 11 yards rushing. And, they got a playmaker out there at quarterback and a playmaker at receiver. And both those guys, they made some plays, but thought our kids were in good spots and didn't really hurt us too much.
You talk about Kinslow at quarterback, and he's having a tremendous year. Maybe going overlooked. When you talk about just his performance this year, he's had a tremendous season, a great athlete. And talking to coaches, they're talking about everybody talks about Connor Lair and the offensive and defensive lines, but Kinslow really makes you guys go.
He's special. He's a guy that can just do everything. And we're in a tough spot and kind of lean on him a little bit to get us out of those spots. And man, he's really good. He's got close to 2,500 yards, 30 touchdowns. He's played a lot of half games. I mean, pretty special numbers for him. And he's a returning All-State player, so it's hard to believe that returning first-team All-State guy. Hard to believe that he might be overlooked, but it kind of feels that way. I don't think he minds a bit. He just shows up every day, tells me, "Coach, great day to play football." That's just his mentality, and he's fun to be around. Really good.
He had a kid that maybe didn't come out. He was not part of the football team. Different parts of his high school career.
Yeah, freshman year, I don't think went the way he kind of expected it to go, and I think he was playing a lot of defense for us at that point. Really, kind of the plan for him was, this is a kid as a sophomore we felt like was going to step on the field and be a defensive starter for us, and so we're trying to get him ready for that role. And for whatever reason, things weren't clicking, and he missed some time there his sophomore year, and then decided, man, I miss football, and he came back out. Immediately, we were thankful. We could kind of see, hey, down the road he's going to be really good, and he's been everything we hoped he would be.
And going into districts now, you're the 1 seed in that Class 4 District 6, 7 teams in that district. So you guys get a bye. What do you do on a bye week? And do coaches like when you're playing really well? Don't you kind of want to keep playing?
Yeah, it's tough. You really got to fight that mentality of, hey, because we're not playing, that it's an off week. It's not an off week. That's I think the biggest challenge with it all. Hopefully our kids being, predominantly seniors understand that it's foot on the gas time. And we are going to shorten practice and those types of things to, keep that vibe of being happy to be in the house. It's tough. I think, everybody looks forward to that game on Friday. So when you don't have one, you got to kind of make some adjustments here and there to make sure the focus stays. But we'll get them in and out quick and focus on some fundamental things we need to get better at. Just hope to improve every day.
Visiting once again with the West Plains Zizzer head football coach, Matt Perkins. And coach, as you look at your district, their team, Carl Junction comes in a 3-seeded 3-6. There's some dangerous teams, in your district. Here, when you look at McDonald County's 8-1, came out of the Big 8, Carl Junction. Logan Rogersville has really turned it on here in the second half of the season. Kind of handicap that, and you guys aren't going to be able to take a night off.
No, we're not. You've got Logan Rogersville that's like I said, they started slow. Well, they've got a player out there with the O'Neill kid that can do just about everything. A lot like Dagan. He can really change the game, and obviously he's very good. And then Marshfield, who is going to play against them, they've got a really good quarterback as well with the Bull kid. And it just seems like it's a little bit of a tougher district this time around than it was a year ago. You mentioned Carl Junction. Talk about being battle tested. They're not going to be afraid of anybody they play, and so they're going to show up and give everybody a run. And then Mac County, they also have a really good player at quarterback. They've got a really tough scheme to try to defend, and they do a lot of really, really neat things offensively. So, it's going to be a tough little go for us, and hopefully, if we come out of it on the other side, then we're more battle tested than we would have been.
As you look at Friday night, you've got a Friday night off as a head coach, but it's not really an off night. Where are you going? Are you going to go, take some CityLink TV in, or are you going to actually head up to Logan Rogersville?
We'll be at Logan Rogersville. Chance to see him live and all that kind of stuff, and chance to go get a meal. Coaches we're excited about the food. We're kind of fighting right now where we're going to eat and all that kind of stuff. So, it'll be fun. It'll be a good time for us to get away and just enjoy each other for a little bit. Not have the stress of a Friday, but get to enjoy some of it too.
All right. Well, don't let Coach Womack pick where you're eating.
Man, he picked yesterday. He did good. We went to Hibby's down here in West Plains and had wings, and kind of got to take it all in before the Monday night game. We played Bolivar's JV and got a 42-0 win over their JV on Monday. So that's probably because Scott picked a good meal.
All right. Very good. Well, hey, Coach Perkins, as always, we appreciate you being generous with your time, and love getting to visit with you. And it was good to finally get to meet you face to face the other day.
Yes, sir. Hey, thanks a lot, guy.
Hey, you bet. You bet. You're listening to MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Keep it right here.